What's going on, guys? It's your boy beatsbyash back at it again with another banger of a video, and today I have another best of 3 Bloomburrow draft that I'm so excited to showcase to you guys, because for me personally, this first week of Bloomburrow, going into it, I thought that the red-white aka Boros mice deck was going to be the strongest archetype in the entire format. And it turns out that a lot of the Valiant cards, a lot of the good mice are mostly available at higher rarities, and what often would happen for me in the drafts is I would start off with a couple rares that signaled me into this archetype that wanted you to have mice, and then the mice would just slowly disappear, and I would end up with a really medium Boros deck that just didn't get there, which begged me to ask the question, how many Valiant cards and how many targeting effects do you want in an optimal Valiant mice deck? And so I hope that this video answers that question for you guys today, and hopefully it will help you guys understand more about what a good Boros mice deck looks like. So I hope you guys enjoy the games, enjoy the draft, and without further ado, let's get into the goo. Alright, welcome back to another Bloomburrow draft on the channel. This time it's going to be best 2 out of 3, and I could not be more ecstatic. Our rare here is Manifold Mouse, which is a really strong card in Constructed, and I think just as well a very strong card within the draft format if you end up in a very mice-centric deck, which is a little bit difficult to do because a lot of the good mice cards are at premium rarities, such as this one, but I do think it is quite a good card. Now, other than that, there is a Fell, there's also a Baker's Bane duo, a card I'm really high on. There's also a Wandertail Mentor, another card I think is just really good, but I haven't had the opportunity to play it, even though I've had success in the red-green deck. We're going to go with the rare here, Manifold Mouse. Decent start to a draft, but it is very segmented. Only good in one type, but it's such an insane card. I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. All right, moving on here. Cards of note, there is an Alania's Pathmaker, which could work in our Boros deck with our mice strategy. There's as well a Curious Forager, a fine card once you are already established to be in the foraging space. I think the best card in this pack has to be Feed the Cycle. Personally, I think this Balin the Haymaker is just not really a good card because, like, you really only are going to play this if you're splashing it in a rabbit deck where you have an insane amount of tokens. Doesn't seem like what we're trying to do. There's a Teapot Slinger, which can end the game relatively quickly. I think Feed the Cycle might just be the best card here. I really want to stay open the first couple picks because with these play boosters, you just don't know what colors were actually opened for at least a couple picks. And I do really like Alania's Pathmaker, but I think I'm going to go with a strong uncommon just to leave us open to the most options here. All right, well, we got another red rare here in the form of Valley Flamecaller. Now, this is a card that has performed very well so far. And I do like it, but I think it doesn't have the best synergy with Manifold Mouse. There is a Saver, which I think is just an absurd card. This card just keeps going up and up in my tier list of what I think a good removal spell should be. Do we really want this Valley Flamecaller, or do we want to go with the Saver here? Because Saver isn't really that much worse, and this isn't really a mouse. Like, if I'm playing red, I want to be able to use this, and I don't think it's good if you don't have all other mouse. So I think I'm actually just going to go with Saver because I'm more confident that my black cards can do something here than, you know, my red deck with no mice. Now I'm just shooting myself in the foot because we see another amazing red rare in the form of Emberheart Challenger, which might actually make me want to leave my black cards on the sideline and try to make red-white work. If this card is being left behind, then that might be a good signal that we should be trying to make the mice deck work, and these two cards have an insane synergy. Plus it's 20 gems, because I already have the deck. Well, this pack is a little less interesting. There is a Flame Cache Gecko. It's okay. I don't think it is the best in, you know, the mice deck, but it is a good aggressive 2-drop. There's also a Raccoon Rallier, which I think is fairly good in this strategy because it allows you to trigger your Valiant for free. Probably just going to go with the Flame Cache Gecko here. I just think it's a fine aggressive card. All right, well, there is a Valley Rally. One that I think is best played in the mouse deck, but one I've just had success with in any red deck overall. I played this in a red-green deck, and it was still pretty good. Also an Agate Assault and a Steam Path Charger, which is just a good quality aggressive card. I think I might just want this Steam Path Charger. Actually, I'm going to go Agate Assault. I think it's just a more versatile card. So not a lot of amazing stuff left in this pack. There is a Caps Brew, which I think is okay. It can allow us to trigger our Valiant. And a lot of times in these aggro decks, you could flood very easily because you don't want to go below 17 lands for, you know, consistency purposes. So this can be a good way to get us a playable card and trigger a Valiant. So I guess I'm down for that. Really want to commit to one color here. All right, well, there's a Whisker Squill Scribe, which is a mouse, and there's also another Agate Assault. I do think Agate Assault is just a better card, but this is a mouse, and I'm kind of clinging to that archetype. Well, there's not a lot of great things here. I will pick up this Rabbit Response, just because there's not a red or a black card, and this is fine in any aggressive deck, even without rabbits. Ooh, we end up getting back the Alania's Pathmaker, so I'm pretty excited about that. Got a pretty decent red aggressive start. Wildfire Howl is a good card, but not really what an aggressive deck is looking for. But I will take it just to cut red from the pack, since then likely we play the others. Another red card. Probably don't want to play that. So I've been asking myself this question a lot. What makes a good red-white mice deck? Because so far I've been unsuccessful in making that dream work. And I'm like, how many cards do you want that have Valiant to make this archetype good? And I had a pretty prolific player tell me that I think it's less about the amount of Valiant cards you have and more so about the overall card quality. So I'm interested to see what makes up a red-white deck and what makes you want to go into it. Because I think Manifold Mouse and Emperor Challenger definitely make you want to do the thing. But what makes you feel rewarded? Okay, well, there's a Caretaker's Talent, which I think is great. But we don't have any ability to generate tokens, which makes it kind of a bad card for our deck. There is a Heartfire Hero, which is just a generally speaking good aggressive card, especially in a Valiant strategy. And that is our 4th mouse, I believe. So that could be pretty nice here. On the wheel, maybe we just get back this Whisker Quill Scribe. Just another solid 2-drop. Okay, well, we find a Scavenger's Talent. Pretty good card in the Forge deck. I had a good experience with this in my Forge deck. My deck just wasn't that good overall. There is a Brightblade Stoat, which is a very strong card in general, but also very good in aggressive decks. It's funny because this is one of the best cards, and it doesn't even need to have a creature type synergy to perform at its highest ceiling. And this also makes your like equipment stuff better, which is something that Valiant decks are also interested in because equipment triggers their Valiant. There's also a Roughshod Duo and a Intrepid Rabbit. Maybe we can get one of those back. Pretty good start to an aggressive deck here. All right, well, we see Wick the World Mind. Very nice card in a rat deck, and as well, I played it before in a squirrel rat deck, just because the squirrels and the rats have some overlap, and sometimes you want to be Sultai. We do see a Thistledown Players, which is kind of a cool card. 3 mana 3/3s are not the best, but it does allow us to trigger Valiant for free, which could be fine. There's also a Head of the Homestead, which I think is okay as well. Especially since we already have a Rabbit Response, but I think I'm going to go with the players here. All right, well, there's not a lot of stuff that we're really interested in here. I'm just going to take this Banishing Light. It's just a strong removal card overall, and I think a lot of people have undervalued this early because answering enchantments does come with a cost. Like, most cards are not good on their own unless they're a rare that just answer enchantments because it's kind of a niche aspect of the format. So whenever you have one of these, it's relatively difficult to remove. All right, so there is a Seasoned Warren Guard, good with a green-white tokens deck, which we were not trying to do. There is a Blacksmith's Talent, though, which I think is pretty nice in the Valiant space. Probably the best archetype for it because we can continuously trigger our Valiant's effects, and I haven't gotten to really try this out in the right deck, so I'm willing to do that today. Okay, another Thistledown Players or an Alania's Pathmaker. Probably just gonna go with Alania's here. Just a decent top-end card. Ooh, another Blacksmith's Talent. But there's also a Take Out the Trash, which is just a more efficient removal spell. I don't think we really want 2 Blacksmith's Talents. I'd rather just have the efficient removal. And, like, I don't want to have too many 3-drops, so I don't think Thistledown Players is, like, the highest benefit to us. So we got 5 2-drops so far, not bad. Now, this has been my caveat with the Valiant mice decks in general, is it's like, you see a couple Valiant cards that are strong, you know, such as the rares that we've picked up, and we're like, okay, that makes me want to do the thing. And then those cards seem to disappear very quickly, and then you don't have the capabilities to really see the maximum ceiling of this archetype. So it's really weird because you might be seeing a lot of good in red and white cards, but they just don't have the best synergy with the rares that made you want to go into this. So there's a Might of the Meek, which I don't think is a crazy card, but I think it's fine. Can allow us to trigger our Valiant and draw a card. Currently sitting at a total of 5 mice, which isn't like great. Honestly, I think you want to have 10 plus mice in an optimal deck. Okay, well, I'll take this 5-drop. Could be a decent top curve out card, but that's not really what we're looking for. If we have to play it, we will play it though. All right, once again, nothing really here for us. I'll just take the rare. Man, well, we need to see some more mice quickly. Roughshod Duo, mice, and a raccoon. Okay, I guess that's going in. Not the best card for what our deck's trying to do, but we can double spell. And what really makes this card good is that it says target creature and not just itself. Worst Creek is fine. I'd prefer not to play it, but if we need to, it's a passable card for sure. Might be better than the Provisioner. All right, moving on to pack number 3 here. Rare is Valley Mightcaller, one that has done a lot of good work in my Squirrel decks and in my Frog decks. There's also a Bravekin Duo and an Intrepid Rabbit, along with a Take Out the Trash here. I think I'm most interested in this Intrepid Rabbit. The Bravekin Duo typically wheels, and we saw the Take Out the Trash go very late in the first pack, so maybe it'll go late again. Try to get one of these back, but I'm going to take the Intrepid Rabbit. It's just the best card for our deck here. All right, well, there is a Harvest Right Host, which is a good card, but specifically in the Green-White Rabbits deck, there is a Quake Dusk Boar, which is probably just a better top-end card than the Plated Provisioner, which is probably going to be my pick here. But still, I just really need some good 2-drops at this point. A little bit lower than I would like, and a little bit too many 3-drops at this point. All right, well, there's another Might of the Meek and a Crumb and Get It. Crumb and Get It is probably one we're a little bit more interested in. It's not as good as the one that lets you buff up 2 creatures, but it's still fine in this deck. Don't want to have too many combat tricks, though. Ooh, we end up seeing a pick 4 Manifold Mouse. That's awesome. Getting a second one of those, that's really going to help out our deck. So that kind of gives me a little bit of a sign that we are doing the right thing. There just haven't been as many of the cards opened in the packs, I would assume, for our archetype as we would like. But we definitely have the rares to support our pathway here. Okay, well, there's another Intrepid Rabbit. There's also a banner. How interested are we in the banner? So 7 mice. 7 mice is kind of okay. I think this card's not as good in this archetype, though. Probably just take another Intrepid Rabbit here. I don't really want to play this many 3-drops, but it's looking like it's coming to this. All right, well, there's nothing here I'm really interested in, to be honest. What does this card do? Yeah, that card's not great. Yeah, this pack is just terrible for us, to be honest. I guess I'll take this guy. Maybe I just play him because I have to. Ooh, we end up seeing a pretty late Heartfire hero. That's pretty cool. Another mouse, so we're now up to 8 mice, which is still on the low end. This is what keeps happening to me when I try to make this deck. So we get like 8 mice, and it's like, if we had 10 or 12, the deck would be fire. Hopefully we get something good on the wheel here. There's a Nettle Guard. That is a pretty good mice. And it gives you artifact / enchantment removal without having to sacrifice much, so pretty excited about that. Yeah, so far, the mice deck has probably been the one that's been most difficult for me to find myself constructing efficiently, so hopefully we're able to do a good showcase of what this deck is looking to be like. Bravekin Duo is actually pretty good in this deck with how many Valiant cards we have. I think we have about 6 Valiant cards. 3, 4. Okay, no, yeah, we don't even have that many Valiant cards. Well, this is looking like what our deck is going to be. Pretty much got everything in the main deck I would like to play. 17 creatures is pretty high. Hidden Grotto, Roughshod Duo. This guy's not for our deck. Yeah, I'm probably interested in a Hidden Grotto. Okay, well, there's a Rockface Village. In my opinion, this is actually the best village, and this is probably the best home for it, so that's nice. Another Blacksmith's Talent, and there's also a Raccoon Rallier. Definitely want to play that Raccoon Rallier. And another Brew. All right, well, the deck looks pretty good. Hopefully we can get something going here and showcase a good running of what a Boros deck is looking to do in this format. 2 Manifold Mouse, 1 Emberheart Challenger in terms of our rares. Ended up with a total of 9 mouse cards in general, which is pretty nice. Honestly, I'm kind of skeptical on playing this Hidden Grotto. Maybe I should just take out a Plains here and throw it in. Yeah, we'll just have to see how that works out. The Rockface Village is actually pretty strong in this deck because we do have a total of 17 creatures, which is really where you're trying to be if you want to play one of these villages. I think it could be justifiable for us to play this Rabbit Response, but it's double white, which makes me a little bit skeptical. And I do already have a couple ways to push through damage, so we'll just see how this works. If we want to change anything during the side decking process, we definitely can. But let's go ahead and hop into these games. All right, hopping into our first match of the day. Opponent's going to go first, which I do not appreciate, but curve seems fine. Turn 1 Bravekin Duo. No turn 2 play, but I do have the Hidden Grotto. Probably just going to keep this. Man, Quake Dust Boros is just good in any deck you can play it in. Oh, hey, there's our 2-drop. We're rocking. Rock solid, baby. Warren Elder, okay. Fountain Port, okay. Maybe this guy's playing a Rabbit's deck. It's very possible. We draw the Rock Face Village. It's kind of nice. Dropped on our boy Whiskers. We can start rummaging. Unfortunately, his Warren Elder does contest our 1-drop, but that is fine. Ooh, that's a really nice top deck. So target creature gets +1/0 and trample. And then if we control a mouse, we can draw a card. Probably just start off with this Hidden Grotto here. Right. Use the Surveil in case we want to Might of the Meek. So I already have 4 lands. Hidden Grotto fixes for a mana. Yeah, I don't know that I really want that. I can probably play with less mana for the time being, at least. So either I Intrepid Rabbit here, or I'm just going Might of the Meek. So I can rummage, though. I feel like developing is probably quite a bit more important here. And honestly, I'm just going to buff up this guy and just go in with both. Offer a trade. I'd like to trade away game pieces if possible. Hopefully he doesn't have like a Sonar Strike. Parting Gust. Okay. And what did that do for him? Oh. That's what that did? Okay, that seems really bad. Alright, we're going to the next game. We did something good. We did it, boys. I'm that guy. You see what happened there? What just occurred? It was all me, baby. It was not because of him. It was all me. Trust. Alright, well, I really wish we could keep this hand because Double Manifold Mouse is absurd, but it's a mole for me. If it was a red instead of a white in our hand, I'd probably keep. Alright, well, this hand seems quite a bit better. I can definitely play for a couple turns if I don't get a land, so I'm going to put back the Quake Dust Spore. Alright, so we're not going to be screwed on lands, which is awesome. We are rolling on the river, baby. Now, do we put this out? Probably. Now, actually, I want to go Raccoon Rallier. It's a high likelihood he actually just has a piece of removal for my first creature. And I think this is just more important in the late game. Draw a card, make a food. This is a very interesting card, and I'm still uncertain about what the value of this card is. I think more so than anything, it's like a borderline playable card within the Forage deck, and outside of that, I would just recommend it in the side. Alright, so he just makes a 1/1. Not going to be able to contest our attack, which is nice. We do end up picking up the planes. So I'm actually going to do a Wombo combo here. Hasty boys. Untap that guy because I said so. Could have untapped him, but this guy's cooler. And also, this is a guy that I'm more willing to block with. I'd rather have this die to a combat trick than this. This is just like a higher value card that can be used to trigger a Valiant. Man, this might be the most common rare I've played against so far in the format. Like, literally, I see this card all the time. It's crazy. And not in the decks that you would think you would see it in, right? I feel like people just highly prioritize this and kind of overvalue it. This guy spent 4 mana for a 4/5 just to gain 4 life, which is, like, cool, but, like, it's not absurd. It's not like game ending, right? So I think here, I'm probably just going to go ahead and go Alania's here. Develop my biggest threat. Okay, I get a Banishing Light for next turn, which is cool. I could have played Emberheart and then used effect to give it haste and then play the top card, but I'd rather wait longer to do that. He's going to make that 5/6, which is... Oh, he's going to buff with that guy. Okay. Get in with Alania's. So there are some merits to double trade here, because then my banishing light is going to be used on this. That is only 4 attack. So considering that is only 4 attack, if I block with both, he only kills 1. Interesting. I would have killed that guy. Alright, we can go banishing light here. Does that trigger my prowess? Yeah, it does trigger my prowess. Okay. Get rid of the provisioner. And considering he just binned a enchantment removal, I feel pretty safe about this. Going with the team. Let's just untop this. Oh, that would have been cool if I had mana. Alright, cool. Trading away game objects. Now, Whisker Cool Scribe could be used to rummage if he answers our challenger. Just gonna pass? Okay, nice. Into another Alania's. That's great. Great, great, great. So I could play Alania's now. I think I'm just gonna do this first, just to see what's revealed at the top. With the current amount of mana I have, I'll be able to play any card. Okay, sure. Bottom, that's nice for us. Well, I think it goes without saying, this challenger has so far made it not challenging in any way. Okay. Still gonna use my ability, buddy. I'm getting that land. I'm taking it with honor. Don't disrespect my ability to play lands. Alright, Alania, show me a non-land. It's fucking land, Alania. Don't do me like that. Well, I can at least potentially rummage with the Scribe next turn, which could be fine. I've hit quite a few lands in a row, so the likelihood of it being a non-land is relatively high. 38% chance to currently hit a land, which is fine. Makes this guy 3/3 vigilance. Cool. Sure. First blood. Well done, sir. I'm not going to clean sweep you, buddy. I wonder how our opponent feels knowing that they turn 1 cycled their only option to be able to answer our banishing light. And if you had that right now, I'd actually be cooked. It's kind of funny. So part of me wants to just attack so I can rummage. And then another part of me just wants to attack with this. Honestly, I don't care about this land. So I'm actually going to do this to surveil. Because depending on what card we reveal on the top, that changes whether I want to make this play. I don't want to make this play. That's terrible. Please trade. Please trade. No trade skis. Trade option denied. Ooh, he's going to go cash grab here. That's bio. Add back the boxer. Not going to lie, this seems like a terrible deck to play cash grab. Cash grab is like realistically only good in green-black or I guess you could play it in green-blue if you care about the graveyard. But now he has 2 tokens for that. That's actually really scary. Holy shit. Dude, that card is so irritating when the opponent has the setup for it. Because it's like not good in any other situation. Ooh, but that's really good. Give my guy double strike trample. Start popping off. We're going to go Manifold Mouse here. Offspring 2. Offspring on me. Offspring on you. Offspring on 2. Double strike trample, baby. We're going to rummage here into a combat trick because, like, I'm that guy. Okay, it's not a combat trick, but I am still that guy. That was insane. Given the circumstances, I think I will just hold off on this. I think I could easily play it, but I'm not really losing anything. The fact he has a food makes me less interested in just putting this on the board. Okay, well, now he has the guy. He's doing the thing that I want to do. That's not cool, man. Why you be stealing my lines, brother? Alright. For some reason, I look at this card and I'm like, this should be trample, right? It should be trample. Ooh, I can give something trample as well? That's nice. That means I could just go double strike on 2 objects, which would be nice. Well played, sir. I'm not going to lie, that was a complicated game state, and I don't know if I would make the right play, so you should not quit out there. Never quit out, never surrender. All right, let's go ahead and start off on the play here. Turn 1, potentially get in for a damage, trigger Flame Cache Gecko into a turn 3. Cool, I'm nice. Let me get a saucy 2-drop to chain the Burning Tree Emissary. All right, the duo is here, never fear. This is the duo we never knew we needed. No, why do you have that, bro? Don't be doing me like that, son. Okay, well, that's actually really good. Is it good? No. I can't play it off the Gecko. That sucks. I probably just save the Gecko in that circumstance. I mean, there's no way he blocks. I have no red card, but I could cycle. I mean, cycling is kind of nice, but I think establishing this guy is too important because he just puts so much pressure on the board. This probably just better advances our game state. Oh, he's not doing anything? That's great. Well, now my Flame Cache Gecko has something to do. Play this Scribe. Yeah, let's just do this. You're not that guy, bro. You have a Fabled Passage, my guy. I'm gonna get in there. I'm coming for them cheeks, bro. I will instant in my Crumb and get it, bro. You don't want to talk to me about that. Yes, sir. The Gecko is here. Never fear, baby. Gecko time. Responding with a Fabled Passage. Nice, man. You'll get a tapped land, and I'll get a Burning Tree Emissary with the potential to rummage later on. Awesome. Yes, sir. The Rummage Lord is here. Turn 3, playing 2 drops, getting him for 3 damage. We're big nice. So nice right now. You know, I might as well tell my opponent to crumb and get it, eh? If my opponent actually comes back from this game state, I would be flabbergasted. Bushy B with the no option to be able to use the ability, that's cool. I love that for you, bud. So we've got a Builder's Talent and a crumb and get it. I mean, given the circumstance, am I interested in just going Intrepid Rabbit? The Blacksmith Talent just feels like it's a little bit too late. So I could use the option to rummage here. Okay. Ooh, that's so nice. Right? Do I have a mouse? I do have a mouse. That's probably fine. If he just lets me get through with everything. Am I more interested in trading that or developing my rabbit? Yeah, I don't really care too much about that, I guess you could say. I probably just hold it. Play the rabbit for funsies. Sunshower Druid. Oh shit, he's got a 4/4. Oh shit, I'm off the drank again. We're the ones they talk about. Okay, he's got black, blue, and green. Interesting. Dire Downfall. Bottom. Bottom of that sheet. Decline. Double strike. Double strike. The Rat King is back in his original form. This is true. This much I know. This is a pretty tight game. Since Mouse are just so small, he could easily come back. Like, that just put him back in the game so hard. Now he just has a 7/7, which is ridiculous. And now he has 4 bodies, which is equivalent to mine. And he basically had to do no work to get to that game state. Which is pretty ridiculous when you think about it. I mean, I'm definitely just going to go Whisker Quill, double strike. If he takes the damage, sure. If he doesn't take the damage, I play Alania's. Double strike, hold the buff. Hold my buff, son. Gift of food to keep my guy. I mean, that is my best guy. Yeah, I think that was correct. Because now that guy always gets through for damage. Harfair hero, okay. That I could be interested in rummaging away. I mean, it does do damage to the opponent, though, which puts him on a clock. Maybe that is correct. So I use this, it targets that, and then I just rummage. Don't mind me, sir. I'm sugaring my ability. We're gooch, bro. It's fine. I'm just rummaging. I'm rummaging for the Commonwealth, brother. Don't slow me down now. Oh, that's dirty. That's so dirty. Do I have a raccoon randomly? No, I don't. I was like, maybe? Maybe I'm just really nice right now? I think I just do kill this guy. Double strike. Oh, no. It's Eddie Merc. Eddie Merc in this bitch, eh? Eddie Merc is kind of a dirty boy. I'm not going to lie. I will just play that guy because it advances my game state more. Wow, that was such a great top deck for our opponent. Ooh, Might of the Meek, though. That's nice. That's real nice. So depending on the way this plays out, if I'm glad I saved to take out the trash, because now that means that there is a possibility for us to kill his Eddie Merc, right? Because then that's doing 6. Or this kills it. Yeah, I kind of want to use both abilities. Wow, Manifold Mouse is so cool. Cool card, fun card. Okay, that's great. In this situation, since I have the Ember Heart, I think I just let this die. Nice. Yeah, our opponent is kind of kerfucked. Ember Heart Challenger is just insane. This just lets us draw a card every time. Let's go. Yes, sir, Ski Brother. We out here. All right, opponent goes first. He's mulling, and our hand has a 1-drop. No 2-drop, but we have a lot of 2-drops to top deck. And we have our mana sources, which is relatively important since we went to 16 lands. Turn 1 Might Color so it can test our Heartfire hero. Although I do have a way to target this immediately. I think this is a pretty big cornerstone of the deck. Being able to grow is a bigger factor than I think a lot of people would recognize. If he buffs his guy, I'm probably in a bad position, considering I have nothing to develop next turn. So I probably am just allowing it. Okay, well, that's an easy discard with my Saz Caps. Saz Caps. Saz Caps on a boy, then I go out my way. Nice. So I gave them a fish, but at the same time, I don't think their deck is really that beneficial with the fish. Yeah, I don't think this was the person we played against that had the token vehicle, right? Yeah, I think that was the other person. He had a Poly Wallop. Wow. That actually really is unfortunate. I mean, he did have to tap out for that. All right, well. We just drop this guy. Turn 4, we have Alania. For some reason, I see this, and instead of Alania, I just want to say a Johnny. He just looks like an Johnny-ass boy. Bounce your fish. You won't do it. Real men bounce their fish. Bro, I'm not going to lie. This guy has no balls for not bouncing his fish. Man, why do we draw this card so late every game? Target itself. You won't block it. You're not that guy. Tradesies. He doesn't know. He doesn't know about the power of the 1/1 sword. We're booling. Such an efficient turn. Now I have a 4/4 Mice who has a picture of a sword with an actual sword. He's just gonna pass? That's really sus. You have 4 mana. That tells me you have a big play coming. Well, I really just want to attack here and see what happens. Bro doesn't respect the short sword. He doesn't respect the short sword. No respect for the short sword, baby. We out here. Alright, Alania, do work. Show me a bomb. My opponents have bombed us out all this week. Let us do it one time. Hey, we got a respectable card. Cool. Respectable card, make respectable plays. Oh, that's what he had? You know what I'm honestly surprised he didn't do? He probably should have just blocked with the 1/1 fish there. Because there was such a low cost to that, and you could have mitigated 4 or more damage, right? Like, there aren't a lot of cards that give me trample, and even if I'm using one of those, you're baiting it out, which feels like really good. So I'm going to play this so maybe he feels safe. I could upgrade this, but it's not really doing anything for us. We might as well just wait till we run out of mana. Untap this guy. I could have transferred my sword, maybe. That way they're both 3. Okay. I mean, do I really want that again? I don't know. I'm not sure how relevant of a game piece that is at this point in the game. I honestly just feel like there are better things for us to do. Oh, but if I would have done that, I could have saved my Alanias. Yeah, it's okay. I don't really care. You know what? I'm going to pay to go level 2 here. Because now, next turn, I'll be able to go level 3 and play a card. Maybe it was worth it to put that card back on top because I could go level 3 and play that card in the same turn, which I didn't realize. Ah, he has a Yagra. This card is sick, bro. This card is so sickening. It just does so much for you. When I look at this card, it feels like it should be from Wilds of Eldraine. It literally feels like it should be from Wilds of Eldraine. 100%. We're going level 3. He doesn't know. The power of level 3 is too vast and wide. Honestly, if he's willing to trade with my guy, with his Yagra, I'm down all day. Okay. Sure. Oh shit, I'm so low. Wow, that just did so much for him. Okay, is that just game? Oh, it's not game because I don't have double strike. Okay. Well, if he doesn't have removal, I'm chumping with my token. Oh, you just top decked. Bro, why did you sit there for 10 seconds and be like, what should I do here? I was like, oh, okay, you said removal. Well, we'll play. Okay, wow, we actually have a chance to go Blacksmith's Talent turn 1. That's hilarious. Okay, if we draw 1 land, we literally just win the game. Wow, this is probably the best hand we've drawn all day. Man, Stowe just continues to impress me. Card's insane in every deck. And we draw a land. We're literally here, boys. I'm him. I'm here for the people, and the people know it, baby. I kind of just want to establish this guy. Is there anything wrong with that? I think that's fine. Especially if he has a removal, he'll remove this before the Stoat, which I think is the best card for us to stick since we have a Blacksmith's Talent. Bushy Bee, okay. Bushy Bee on the beat, A. Manifold Mouse, hold up the heat, A. Wow, this is kind of a dirty play here. I'm a dirt boy for sure. Well, I really want Offspring 2 with that. This is honestly an insane card to buff with the mouse. Yes, trade. Good shit. Good shit, bro. You're nice. He doesn't know our hand is loaded. He doesn't know the power of Nettle Guard plus Manifold Mouse. I'm too nice like that. And now this is presenting an immediate threat, so maybe he'll take off a turn to remove it and just not develop, which would be great. Oh, baby, we're so nice. So, you know, I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to play Nettle Guard because I want to establish it before the Manifold Mouse. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Alright, please don't have that stupid Yagra card that should be in Wilds of Eldraine, but for some reason it's in this godforsaken set. Dear Lord, please do not allow him to hover over my Nettle Guard. Nettle Guard did nothing wrong. He just wants to sacrifice himself for the team to get rid of a pivotal enchantment or artifact. Dejvi is just jealous of our Nettle Guard. He looks at our blacksmith's talent and spite and says, damn, that's such a nice Nettle Guard. If only I had it to be able to blacksmith's talent. You dirty bastard. You dirty bastard, you. You got rid of my only mouse. That's actually some bullshit, man. That's some bullshit. Trade skis, okay. Yes, sir. Just let me go ahead and equip my mouse here, man. Don't mind me, sir. I'm just here to equip my mouse. I will equip my mouse and leave. No, stop. You're building up your mana to get to Yashirag. Brother, why do you actually have the ability to buff up? So I think this is probably going to be the line. Double strike, trample. So we'd have to block with everything on my Manifold Mouse, and then I kill his two best guys. That seems like an insane exchange for us. He has 2 cards in hand, so he literally has to have the Yagra, the one that makes everything food, to be able to come back here. And even then, with a good top deck, I could just get us out of this game. You know how we be. The Rat King thrives off pressure. Pressure makes Rat Kings. How he's doing it, okay. Well, that was good. Let's go.
I fucking knew it. Oh.
Yes, sir. I knew it. I believed. The final boss is upon us, and we have an absurd hand. Rare into rare, baby. Alongside my boy, the rabbit. Let's go. Soldier, soldier, warrior. We out here. Okay, so I have the lands to double spell, which is really nice. Okay, do I want to go Manifold Mouse? No, I don't. I want to go Emberheart Charger here. Because this way, if for some reason this thing just does not die, on turn 4 of the game, I'll be able to go Offspring. Offspringing this card is just so much better than not. And turn 3, I'll be able to go Intrepid Rabbit. Wow, I really wish I didn't get rid of that. That's okay. Alright, sir, please do not remove my challenger. Remove the rabbit. He's a bigger threat. He has a higher base attack, man. He's also 3 cost. So it's so much better for you to get rid of that guy. Trust. I'm a professional rat jit, and I know what the threat here is. You know, I played like 3 total Commander games in my life. I know about the threat assessment here. It's obviously the rabbit. I see a grading post with, met with a grading as a scam comments. Does like collectors only kind of thing. Yeah, it's so funny. Sticky tongue, okay. Are you gonna bounce back your clifftop lookout, get another land? That'd be really good in 2 turns when you're dead. If this guy has a polywall for 2, I'm actually gonna be so triggered. He's gonna polywall up on the stack. I already know it. I already know it. Polywall up on the stack. I can see it. I don't know why we're waiting here so long, bro. Just polywall up on the stack. Bro, stop reading my bomb. I don't like that. They need to, like, there needs to be a setting. I literally called it.
I fucking knew it! Oh!
I literally called what this guy was gonna do, but it took him 45 seconds to act out what he was gonna do. Really fucking dumb. Hit for 3, trade, sure. Yes, Manifold Mouse is back. Manifold Mouse is back. Number 1, number 2. Don't worry, Manifold Mouse has entered the building. Do not be afraid. Wait, what the fuck is this? Why does he have this?
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Wait, this card's unfair. Why do you have the mana to play this? This is such like a 2-color set. How do you actually like... Bro, that is so not worth it. This guy's cliff tap. Cool lookout. Randomly hit him the land he needed to combo. That's so BS. Alright, you never block with your Helga here. You don't have any balls. No balls, I tell you. You won't block with the Helga. I randomly have some double hand buff first strike stuff. Don't worry. I just have the double strike combat trick. I'm here. I'm Himothy. This is so scary. This is the point in the run where our opponent just starts pulling random bombs out of their ass because they just went into an uncontested lane and somehow have 6 bombs. That is the story of this format. You draft deck that's clean and fair magic, opponent just pulls 5 bombs out of the ass because for some reason they were able to get past the cavity search. Okay. That was so cool, man. I love that card, man. Such a cool card. Double strike. Double strike. Double strike. Trample. Double strike. Double strike. Trample. Haste, trample, double strike, double strike. That's cool. Yo, we got him for the 1 damage, boys. We got him. Oh my gosh, I'm being scammed. Double strike, trample, double strike. Alright, please do not let my opponent play a 5-cost card. Alright, well now I have something to do here. Double strike, trample. Okay. Well, this very easily could be game. The 3-tree city, why are you playing that, bro? What? You have squirrels and frogs. That just seems really bad. Oh my gosh, I'm so good at this game.
I fucking knew it! Oh!
Okay, that's amazing. Wait, no, why did I tap my white? Why did the auto tapper do me like that?
Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Okay, thank you for quitting out because that was so sad. Why did the auto tapper double tap my white when that was the only play I had? Never let the auto tapper be in control. Trust. All right, well, I don't have a white source. Hidden Grotto makes a white source. Emperor, Challenger, Scribe. I probably just keep. Especially since he's stuttering. Ooh, the Secret Service guy's talking again. That's cool. All right, opponent starts off with a forest here. I'm going to start off with a Hidden Grotto. Either it's a white or it's... no, I do actually kind of want that. That gives me something to do on the third turn. You know, considering this has haste, I think I'm more willing to just do this. Because if he has an interaction, he's going to kill that. And next turn I can go Heartfire and Emberheart Challenger. If he plays the Lookout, it represents the most amount of damage. Yeah, he has the Clifftop Lookout, so I played it correct. Awesome. Into a village, and I get a white. Okay, well now I need no more lands, please. Wow, I actually drew 3 Valiant cards. That's pretty impressive. Can I draw some non-lands, though, for the homies? Non-lands for the culture, please? See, I need to show my chat why they call me a rat bastard. Second Clifftop Lookout. Okay. Please do not have some insane bomb. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so flooded here. This is so fucked, man. He actually believes I have no combat trick? Dude, what? That is so fucking ballsy. The fact you're willing to do that is sus. He actually just called our bluff. Bro, I'm never doing that. That is such a low elo mistake, and the fact he did that is really sad. It's really bad for us, because we did actually brick. But I have 4 open mana. I'm playing a Valiant deck. The deck that's most interested in playing combat tricks. The format is almost entirely based on combat tricks. And you're assuming I have nothing. I guess it's a guy. He can start targeting things. I really wish I had my Emberheart Challenger still, though. But, I mean, I had to do that. I was developing nothing on the board. Pressure. Pressure. Yes, sir. Show me something, baby. No, stop. Miss me with that BS again. This card's so scary. If he actually has a 4-drop, that's going to be absurd. No, he actually had a 4-drop. Wow. Oh my gosh. This guy's such a high roller. All right, somebody call the bank. This guy's going to need an extension on his credit line because he's a high fucking roller, boys. I have no idea why the computer is so scared to freaking tap Hidden Grotto. Like, it's almost makes Hidden Grotto slightly worse because if you fuck up bad. That's really nice. What if I just attack with both and just Might of the Meek? Guaranteed to keep 1 here. Okay. Gets rid of my Scribe, but I still have the mouse, and I have the Heartfire Hero to continuously buff. No 4-drop for Poppy. No 4... No, no, why is that the best thing that they could have? You're kidding me.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
Legitimately the best thing they could have had. I need gas. No, no, why am I bricking? I have so many bricks I could build a house, please. Wow, that's ballsy. No idea why you're letting that go through, but okay. Imagine this guy also has the Yagra card. He's a baker. Okay, he's getting life. I don't like that. Stop. He can tap for an absurd amount of mana. If he actually has a card with X... Oh, no. That's so bad. Wait, why would you not do that first? You always do that first, because now you're not making use of the card drawn. Bro, this guy's so bad. Why? Why am I top decking nothing? If I attack with this, he can just easily block. All he has to do is trade away 3 game pieces. And what do I have that gets me out of that? Crumb and get it. I think I legitimately let it sit as is. I'm not going to attack. And I'm just going to hold these cards. Maybe I should have played 1 land for the Alanias. Oh, he can search for a squirrel. That's so bad. Nettle Guard. That's really bad. I mean, he doesn't have any artifact and enchantments, right? I mean, this is going to trade for a lot of game pieces. Now I have actually like a real mouse. Okay, she's going to give it to us. Let's go! Alright, I'm not gonna lie, chat. We really did not deserve that, but that is just the icing on the cake. They knew what they were getting into when they stepped in the arena with the best of all time, Beats by Ash. Let's go. Repping out there for my doggies, boys. All right, well, that was an awesome run, and I'm really glad I got to showcase this on the channel because I have been having a lot of trouble making the red-white Valiant slash mouse archetype actually work. So I hope this gave you guys a little bit of insight on what at least makes the deck somewhat viable. I'm not saying we had a perfect deck. We did have to get a little bit lucky, but I do think this is a pretty decent deck. I mean, Manifold Mouse, after this run, definitely taught me that this is a card that makes me very interested in moving into mice. Emperor Challenger, I think, is just a really good card and doesn't necessarily make me want to move into mice as much as it just makes me want to play an aggressive deck, which makes it a much stronger overall first pick because it's more versatile. And that's what I was kind of worried about with Manifold Mouse, is that if you don't end up with enough mice, it is just a bad card. But its ceiling is so insane when you actually do. Likewise, Quake Text board did actually come in, but most of the time we did side it out. And I think if you want to have this deck be at its best, you really want to play 16 lands and just have a really low curve with a lot of 1s and 2 drops, a lot of combat tricks, a lot of things that just allow you to push through damage. Banishing Light was my first time getting to use that card, and it was honestly amazing. Alania's Pathmaker, every time I played this, it just makes me more and more feel better about picking this early on because it's just a safe card that goes into pretty much any deck, and the stats pay for what you were getting, which is awesome. Flame Cache Gecko was actually pretty cool, and I'm glad I got to try it out here. I think it's not only just good within the Lizard deck, which is something I was skeptical about, and Blacksmith's Talent wasn't bad at all. If you draw it early, it can actually make your hands where you don't have like a super beneficial curve better. You just gotta have at least like 6 to 7 Valiant things, I think, if you want to get the full value out of it. Heartfire Hero is another one that I think is just awesome if you are going down that full Valiant route, and it works really well with Manifold Mouse, so definitely keep your eye on it as well. Crumb and Get It and Might of the Meek, really good in this deck. And Nettle Guard, it's just a really good backup mouse to just start putting your buffs on, because always being 3/3 is cool, and being able to threaten destroying a artifact enchantment is amazing. Intrepid Rabbit actually really pulled its weight. This card almost might be considered better within the mice space than it is within the rabbit space, but it's definitely strong in both, and I highly recommend you pick this up anytime you're trying to stay open and you just want to be playing an aggressive white deck. And that's pretty much all I have got for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed making the mice strategy viable for the first time for me personally as much as I did. Look forward to more Bloomburrow drafts in the future since Best 2 out of 3 is back online. So as always, if it's not the goo, it's got to go. Peace.
Ooh, is that indigo?